You're still watching East Central. Before the break, we brought you the biggest stories. And now we're about to get into a conversation that excites me. The Ovia-Osese Festival, the annual festival celebrated by the Ogori people of Kogi State, Nigeria. Well, its ceremony celebrates young girls aged 15 and above as they transition into adulthood. Now, particularly girls who have maintained and kept themselves as virgins. The rites encourage abstinence and purity from premarital affairs. I'm excited to learn about this, but joining us is our correspondent who witnessed the ceremony this year live in person, Blessing Mosugu. Blessings, thank you for being a part of our show.
Thanks for having me, Sam. It's great to be on East Central.
I got to ask you this. As a lady who witnessed the ceremony and rites happen in person, what was the joint feeling of the girls, being celebrated? How did you feel?
So I had mine in 2018, and it was a beautiful feeling. And in contrast to what people think, it's not naked ladies dancing around, right? It's just a rite of passage for young girls between the ages of 15 to, I think, 23 and above. And it's a beautiful festival because it's not just welcoming the girls into womanhood. It's also telling them that they're accepted in the society. Now, the vice president of the Ogori Descendant Union, Petra, did say something very profound, that it's about letting the young women know that their opinions also matter. So it's about enabling women in Ogori. Ogori, Magongo is we celebrate unity as well as we celebrate inclusion. So it's a beautiful thing to see young maidens being celebrated.
I have to ask, I hear these ceremonies also feature like cooking competitions, talent hunts. What made this year's ceremony special, especially watching it?
So it's about a week-long festival, and just the fact that it's so many activities in one. There's so many colorful, cultural attires. Like this morning kicked off with a beautiful carnival where everyone converged on a particular point, and then they moved from there. And you see so many different cultures being represented within, the community, because the carnival, according to the president of the ODU, Gabriel Iso, is not just about the Ogori people. It's about celebrating, welcoming the neighboring communities as well. So we see a lot of neighbors, in Ogori celebrating with us. So it's beautiful to see how colorful, how vibrant it is. And this is the biggest festival in Ogori. So this is where you see people coming from the diaspora, and, the activities are spread across. So it's never a boring moment. Right now, they're getting set to for a display of their local cuisine. So there's always something round the clock.
Wow. I love it already. I see community, and even I feel jealous. Everyone's just together on the streets. But I must ask this, right? Some in this woke generation would say that virginity is an old tradition. Was there a sense of pride among these girls who are virgins, and have kept themselves and the entire Ogori people?
Okay, so Sam, the truth is, technically, we cannot exactly measure virginity in this age and time, to be honest. But I know that it started off as a celebration of virginity. But right now, it's just a way of encouraging young ladies to keep themselves, as virgins. We can't exactly go to their houses and, find out who is a virgin and who's not. But it's a beautiful thing to see the young maidens being celebrated. And I think that it also instills a sense of moral value in them, that it pays to keep yourself a virgin, up until you're ripe for marriage. So we cannot exactly measure it, but we still celebrate that moral value, upholding standards, how things should be done. Yeah.
While I was doing some research, I did hear that it's also an eye-opener for men looking to find a wife. And I was like, wait, did you witness any love at first sight or proposal, or is it even too early to ask that?
Okay, well, so you're not wrong, because like I said, it's the biggest festival in Ogori, and I think that this is the festival that sees almost all Ogorians coming from across the world. So I don't think that it's intended to market these young women, but when the men see women that they like, it's a good matchmaking platform, if you ask me. And it's not just for the EVS, as the matings are called. Young ladies come from across the world, young men come from across the world. So a little matchmaking is happening right there.
Oh my goodness. It's one of the few festivals that celebrates abstinence and purity, and you did mention this for young girls. Do you think that this tradition should also extend to boys? I'm a man myself, and I was like, there should be a tradition, that reminds men purity is also good. What do you think?
Yes, that's a very valid question, because I mean, we're in the generation that tries to, preach equality. Gone are the days when we're only preparing women for their husband's house, even though that's not what Ogori, Ovia-Osese Festival is about. But, gone are the days when we prioritize training women and just leave men to play football. So as much as we cannot exactly now start creating a festival to celebrate men or instill that morale in them that it's good to keep yourself for marriage, I think that subconsciously there should be certain values that society instills in men as well, to teach them that these values actually matter.
I'm going to be honest, Blessings, I'm a little jealous. It seems like you're having fun. But I do hope the tradition, lasts as long as possible. My producer is in my ear asking, did you find any love? I say, hey, God.
Did I what? Say that again.
I said my producers are in my ear asking, did Blessings perhaps find love there as well? I see.
I'm a journalist.
I'm
here as a journalist in my journalistic capacity. So I'm focused on work and work alone.
We love it. Blessings, thank you so much for spending time with us on East Central. A pleasure having you join us.
Thank you so much.